It's been 3 days since the deadline passed for Trump's compact, but UT has yet to make a decision. We'll give you an update on where the university stands on the deal.
Students were locked out of their online classes on Monday. We'll see what caused the Converse outage and how students adapted.
And with midterm season in full swing, we'll look at how the Moody College of Communication is helping students with their mental health. Reporting Texas TV starts now. Good evening, I'm Elijah Carl.
And I'm Mareva Valier.
UT is just one of two universities left to respond to the Trump administration's compact for academic excellence in higher education. A group of UT students led by the Not Our Texas movement protested the university's silence on the issue yesterday outside the Hogg Memorial Auditorium while President Jim Davis gave his inaugural State of the University address.
Regardless of where you're at on the political spectrum, I think both sides should be able to agree on the threat that it is to our individual rights and our educational rights. As a university,
if it accepts, UT would receive better access to federal funding for complying with 10 requirements, including a cap on international student enrollment and a 5-year tuition freeze. Only UT and Vanderbilt University remain silent on whether they'll accept.
Early voting is underway in Travis County. Stop by the polls from now until Halloween for shorter lines ahead of the November 4th election. Proposition Q, a bill that would increase property taxes by 20% to fund parks, homelessness, and public safety services in Austin, remains the biggest item on the ballot. 17 state constitutional amendments are also on the agenda. To vote by mail, be sure to apply by tomorrow.
3.5 million Texans could have crucial benefits cut if the government shutdown continues. November SNAP benefits will be cut if the shutdown goes past October 27th, according to the Texas Health and Human Services Commission. Since October 1st, the Texas Central Food Bank has seen a 35% increase in services, a need that will only grow if the SNAP is cut, according to its president.
Students across the U.S. found themselves locked out of their online classrooms on Monday as the learning platform Canvas went offline. This disruption was tied to a cloud shortage involving Amazon Web Services. Schools and colleges say many students were unable to access assignments or log in starting around 10 a.m. Eastern on Monday, but engineers got it back running later that evening.
Governor Greg Abbott has launched a new initiative to clear Austin's homeless encampments, relocating dozens of people living on the streets. The state says 48 camps have already been cleared, with thousands of pounds of debris removed. But city leaders say they weren't consulted and worry the plan focuses more on cleanup than on finding long-term housing solutions.
Austin's public transit is getting a major makeover. Cap Metro has approved its Transit Plan 2035, aimed at reshaping how riders move across the city. The 10-year strategy promises faster routes, new bus lines, and better connections to Project Connect rail stations. Officials say the plan will cut travel times and improve access in underserved areas while keeping costs under control.
October is Mental Health Awareness Month. Each semester, Moody hosts Moody Cares, an event promoting wellness and supporting students throughout the midterms. Reporting Texas TV's Paisley Porter is live in the newsroom with more.
With hard deadlines and busy social lives, students need a chance to breathe and reboot. Moody Cares was just that. I attended the event last Wednesday to take a moment to learn about self-care resources for Longhorns.
On a sunny Wednesday morning, students at the University of Texas Moody College of Communication gathered on the Cronkite Plaza for a celebration of self-care. Moody Cares is a semesterly event with free snacks, support animals, Moody merch, and interactive booths. The event aims to create a safe space for students to unwind and connect.
We put a lot of stress on ourselves as college students. Classes, working, extracurriculars, orgs, all of that. So knowing when to make time for yourself in between all of that is really important.
Mental health professionals from CARE were on site to make counseling less intimidating and to offer guidance.
Moody Cares is a great way to come together as our Moody community and be able to engage in wellness, have some fun, and be able to remember that Moody does care, and we have all of these wonderful services available to students.
While Moody Cares is the focal mental health event of the semester, they keep the excitement going with Donuts with the Dean and Popcorn and Pups. Each is a reminder that support is there when you need it.
The hope is that it provides not just that introduction to the resources that exist on campus, but just kind of helps reset, and reaffirm the commitment that we have to health and wellness.
As students talked over snow cones and cute animals, they could see that there is strength in community, especially the one at Moody.
We have so many services available to students. The hardest part is usually taking that first step, but it's the most important part.
Moody Cares returns each semester with resources and stress-relieving activities. If you or someone you know is struggling, visit UT's Counseling and Mental Health Center. To see more, you can read this story at reportingtexas.com. Live in the newsroom, Paisley Porter, Reporting Texas TV.
Coming up, a 10-year-old Longhorn fan's biggest dreams are coming true with the help of UT Austin's Collegiate Dream Team. Next on Reporting Texas TV.
Karaoke in a cafe and coffee handed to you through a hole in the wall. We'll take a look at how 2 local coffee houses are finding new ways to bring in more customers.
What's on your mind? Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. By your side. And every day is a different day. Everything is in everything. Even when you think things could never ever be the same. Don't be scared of the world, I'll be here to stay. By your side. Even when your heart ain't listening, or your mind takes you a different way, towards a different path. All you gotta do is sit and ask. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
When the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
When you're behind the wheel, pay attention. You never know who you'll run into. So stop for pedestrians at crosswalks. And yield the right of way when turning at intersections. It's the law. You'll be doing everyone a favor. Maybe someone just like you.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Formula One zoomed into Austin this past weekend. The event has brought in more than 400,000 people to Austin since 2012 as part of Formula One's plan to expand in the US. There were plenty of pit stops for racegoers to check out around the city, such as pop-up shops, racing fan zones, and a virtual reality experience.
Austin coffee shops are brewing up more than just lattes. They're turning grabbing a cup of coffee into an engaging experience. Reporting Texas TV's Zach Cook shows us how local cafes are transforming the Starbucks experience into something uniquely Austin.
12 ounce or 16 ounce?
In Austin, the coffee scene is changing. New shops are creating environments that bring people together in unlikely ways.
A lot of coffee shops around town, while the drinks can be just phenomenal, can kind of have almost like a sterile, almost slightly unwelcoming vibe.
By day, Amity's Coffee in West Campus is a laid-back cafe, but by night, it turns into a 21 and up karaoke club.
It feels like a cool grandma's basement.
New coffee shops in Austin are going above and beyond just providing your average cup of joe. Now you can get your caffeine fix anywhere from a retro bar scene to a mysterious hole in the wall without ever even needing to talk to a barista. At A-Hole Coffee in East Austin, customers order online and pick up their drink through a small hole in a concrete wall, a concept that's taken off on social media.
And I love how it's very different. Like, they literally have a pickleball court.
According to a study done by Clever Real Estate, Austin is ranked the 15th best city for coffee in the U.S.
We all love coffee, so how can you stand out in that space? And so I think having something that does create an experience, that does cause people to gather and garner interest, that is something that people want to be a part of.
And as Austin's coffee culture grows, experts say local flavor and a little creativity keeps customers coming back. In Austin, Zach Cook, reporting Texas TV.
To learn more about unique coffee spots around Austin, check out the web story at reportingtexas.com.
The 32nd annual Austin Film Festival returns today and stretches into next week. This year's festival features over 180 films from all around the world. Opening night will feature a biopic on boxer Christy Martin starring Sydney Sweeney. The festival will have panels, workshops, and networking events for attendees. A big surprise for one young Longhorn fan, and it's all thanks to UT Austin's collegiate dream team. One 10-year-old girl has been chosen to receive the sports experience of a lifetime. Reporting Texas TV's TG Skrilovics join us live in the studio with the story.
That's right, the UT Austin Dream Team project was created last year to elevate children with life-altering conditions through sports experiences at the University of Texas. I caught up with this year's UT Dream Team kid and the co-founders of the club that made all this possible. Salone Rainey is just like any young Longhorn fan. She loves Arch Manning, always wears burnt orange, and dreams of going to a game and meeting her Longhorn heroes.
They persevere even though they've had some really bad losses, but really, really good wins.
Salone has cerebral palsy. She was chosen as the Dream Team Kid of the Year by the UT Austin Collegiate Dream Team, an organization run by students that provides sports experiences to children with life-altering conditions.
Being a fifth grader and 10 years old, you know, a lot of the things that they do when they're in elementary school is physical or sports related, and that's just really not something that she can do in the same way as other kids.
This is the second year the organization has been on the 40 acres. Last year's Dream Kid, Peter, had experiences like touring the football stadium and getting VIP seats to a men's basketball game.
Brad and I both were like, she's the one. We love her. She joined that Zoom call decked out in burnt orange and Longhorn gear.
Salone's list of Longhorn dreams include riding in a limo to a football game, meeting some of the tallest players on the team, and of course, meeting Arch Manning.
We will have a dream weekend coming up in the next few months. We'll keep that more underground for now.
The Dream Team works with Texas Athletics throughout the year to help build memories through events that will eventually culminate in helping Salone's wish list come true.
Is so involved, does so much, so fun, so positive, so upbeat. We love being around her.
And she loves being a Longhorn.
I will spin around, I will jump up and down, I'll go crazy basically.
To learn more about how the UT Austin Collegiate Dream Team is helping Salone with her Dream Weekend, check out the web story at reportingtexas.com. Live in the studio, TJ Krulitz, Reporting Texas TV.
Prepare your umbrella, Austin. Rain returns this weekend, bringing a refreshing fall feel. Reporting Texas' Hope Vanderberg is tracking what to expect the rest of the week.
How Texas volleyball team is crushing the competition with a perfect 16-0 this season. And what's next on the road for the Longhorns? Coming up.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. By your side. And every day is a different day. Everything is in everything. Even when you think things could never ever be the same. Don't be scared of the world.
the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
When you're behind the wheel, pay attention. You never know who you'll run into. So stop for pedestrians at crosswalks. And yield the right of way when turning at intersections. It's the law. You'll be doing everyone a favor. Maybe someone just like you.
Vaccines protect us all from serious disease, and I ask that you consider getting your family and your children vaccinated.
The COVID vaccines, including the updated booster doses, are safe, effective, and recommended for everyone 6 months and older.
It's an important way to protect our families, our healthcare workers, and our communities.
COVID patients are still in our hospitals, and many are very sick.
If you have questions, talk with your healthcare professional.
And if you haven't gotten vaccinated or boosted, please do.
Well, I think it might be safe to say we've officially entered fall.
Yes, finally, and I'm hearing there is some rain on the way as well. Hope, can you tell us how this weather might impact our weekend plans?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a cold front on the way tomorrow that will drop these fall temps even further and bring some heavy rain, which we haven't seen in Austin for over a month. But today I've seen a lot of people soaking in the sun and taking their study and lunch breaks outside. And the slight breeze is just the cherry on top. It's still looking pretty dry out there. It was a bit cloudy this morning, but the skies have opened up to some sun this afternoon. We aren't seeing a huge drops in temperatures just yet, with the high being 90 degrees and the low at 71 tonight. However, we do have a flash flood warning here in Austin starting tomorrow with this cold front pushing through. The front will move in Friday evening, bringing scattered thunderstorms along with it. We can expect about an inch of rain across Austin, with some areas at a flash flood risk, potentially reaching 4 inches of rainfall. The high tomorrow is 87 degrees with a low of 65. Moving into Saturday morning, we'll see the heaviest of the storms, and then it will dry up by the evening. So it's a good thing that the Longhorns are playing away this weekend, because you might have to move your watch parties indoors. After the front pushes through, you can expect mostly sunny conditions throughout the work week. And you can finally break out those sweaters and jackets, because starting Tuesday, we will be hitting the lows in the upper 40s. We'll hit the coldest part of the week on Thursday at 48 degrees with a high of 73. Now, I think I'm the most excited to start drinking my warm morning coffee at my front porch without sweating.
Caffeine gets me jittery. I'm looking forward to that nice hot cocoa with some whipped cream.
Ooh,
nice. Amazing.
Same. Well, thank you very much, Hope. The Dallas Cowboys continue to shine. The Dallas Cowboys continue to shine behind Dak Prescott. We'll see how their weak defense could hold them back.
Texas football secured a win against Kentucky over the weekend. We'll look at the game and quarterback Arch Manning's performance.
Fostering a pet for a friend or neighbor can keep families together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Today, tens of millions of refugees have been forced from their homes. But you can make a difference. Act now. Even small amounts make a big difference. Visit supportcrisisrelief.org.
Women are bad with money. That's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now, we've got something to say.
Save it. It's time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Until we're no longer 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
Save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then, the funds. Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
Recently, I've had a friend who has sort of appeared to be sort of like a shell of herself. She's a very vibrant and amazing woman and always has been, but recently she's become very reclusive.
If it's like a close friend, I'll notice they're like not acting like themselves, like maybe they'll be like quiet.
Maybe they will have a weird change of behavior.
The most powerful thing is us being able to read between the lines, not assume that because someone's posting that they're okay, and actually getting to know people on a deeper level and asking them how they are. That simple step, that simple action can help so many people in our communities, families, and groups of friends.
We're in the middle of football season, the NBA tipped off this week, and the World Series starts tomorrow. But don't let all the other sports action distract you from Texas volleyball's dominant season. I'm Luke Lawhorn, and let's catch you up to speed. The Longhorns are a perfect 16-0 this season with 7 matches left before the SEC tournament. Texas is currently ranked number 2 in the country and will try to win its 3rd NCAA title in 4 yeyears. The Longhorns have just 2 more home games this season, with the next being November 2nd against Kentucky. Onto the gridiron, Texas improved to 5-2 on the season following Saturday's win over Kentucky, though the Longhorns needed overtime to survive the 2-4 Wildcats. Quarterback Arch Manning had another underwhelming performance, completing just 44% of his passes for 132 yards and no touchdowns. The offensive line didn't help Arch, however, allowing 3 sacks and constant pressure in the backfield. Kicker Mason Shipley was able to save the day with his 45-yard field goal to win 16-13 and keep Texas's playoff hopes alive. Outside of the Longhorns' 55-0 win against Sam Houston State, the offense has struggled all season long to put up points. But instead of Arch and the offense taking blame for the sluggish performance, head coach Steve Sarkisian put it all on himself.
I've got to do a better job. I've got to do a better job putting all of our players in position to be successful, and that's blocking people, that's throwing the ball to open people, that's running routes precisely where they need to be. So that's on nobody but me, and so that's when you can look in the mirror first and say, okay, I'm responsible to try to get this fixed and get better at it. I'm very comfortable with that.
Texas will try to get some offensive rhythm going this Saturday against Mississippi State before a tough final month of the regular season. The Dallas Cowboys, however, are almost the exact opposite of the Longhorns. Instead of having a great defense and a bad offense, the Cowboys might have the best offense and the worst defense in the NFL. Quarterback Dak Prescott is currently 2nd in the league in passing touchdowns, while Javonte Williams, Jake Ferguson, and George Pickens are on the top 8 in touchdowns scored. The Cowboys are 3-3-1 on the season and face the Denver Broncos on Sunday. Now, Elijah, Mariva, I know there was a lot of sports action there. We got volleyball, football, baseball. Are you guys keeping up with anything? Are you guys watching any sports?
Well, I'm an Astros fan, and I've been unhappy for a pretty long time.
Yeah, I'm discovering the sports here in Austin, so, I like everything. Thank you. So, a campus exhibition honors SNL producer Lorne Michaels through memorable images. A local festival is bringing Austin families together, and it's all about celebrating nature.
The hardest thing with mental health is it becomes a spiral. And sometimes all you literally need is a little catalyst to help you to stop.
When I'm in pain or when I'm suffering, I have a really hard time reaching out and asking for help.
I know it's so hard to talk about mental health, but when you don't talk about it, you feel more isolated, you feel more alone.
If you feel something in your gut, if you feel something's wrong, you should, talk to them about that.
Sometimes starting a conversation with someone about their mental health can seem awkward, but your support can make a huge difference.
And I think that that's hopeful in those really dark times.
You might not know what to say, but there are a lot of things you can say to open things up.
I know you're going through some stuff, and I want you to know I'm here.
I deal with the same issues as well.
Maybe it's me, but I was wondering if you're all right.
Learn more about how to start the conversation at seizetheawkward.org.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Hand washing is one of the best ways to stay healthy all year long.
It's Saturday night every night at the Harry Ransom Center. The new Lauren Michaels collection showcases decades of Saturday Night Live history. From iconic skits and costumes to behind-the-scenes notes from the show's creator, the exhibit offers students and visitors a chance to experience TV comedy history up close.
On SNL, staying up as late as I could on Saturday night.
I
when
made her
was
watch
young.
it.
And watching so many of the movies, and yeah, it's a lot of childhood, a lot of nostalgia.
The exhibit will be on display at the Harry Ransom Center until March 2026. Applications are now open for the Austin's Live Music Fund. More than $25 million is available across the city programs, with about $7 million earmarked for live music. This year, the program is adding smaller grants in a new application system aimed at making the process more fair. Applications close December 4th, with winners announced in February.
Families in Austin can head outdoors to help keep the city green. The Roots and Wings Festival helps bring people together and connect with nature. This small garden near the WMAC in North Austin highlights nature spots in the area. Families enjoyed face painting, arts and crafts, drumming, and both from community partners.
We used to have Arbor Day and then a Monarch celebration, so they've combined them both into Roots and Wings so that we can celebrate nature and come out as a community and have fun in nature and learn a little bit.
This festival wasn't the only one that's planned. There are over 100 listed on their website through the city.
Thanks for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out any of our stories or newscasts, please visit reportingtexas.com. We'll see you next Thursday. Good night.